Once the strongest of allies, COSATU assisted to propel Cyril Ramaphosa to the top as ANC and state president. A task the federation also did for Ramaphosa's predecessor Jacob Zuma, whom they chased away from their events due to allegations of fraud, corruption and state capture.
Listen then.
Their love for ANC President now Cyril Ramaphosa also seems to be waning due to harsh economic conditions faced by workers.
Okay, Kuruki. Listen there. Mamela. Members of COSATU, members of AMPU, Mamela, you want your 1,000 rand. You want your 1,000 rand. I understand that. You want the employers to give you 1,000 rand. We've heard that message.
Fuel price increases, retrenchments are high, public sector workers didn't get their annual increase, and now miners are engaged in a strike at Sibanye Still Waters.
Okay, Mamelange.
COSATU President Zingiswalosi, an ally of ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa, whom abandoned Workers' Day, says it's good that workers united.
What we saw today is inevitable. Perhaps it is good that it happened because other things could be hidden from us, from other leaders. But what we saw is a real issues that workers are dealing with in the workplace. Calls for COSATU as a federation that is hosting a May Day to go back to its CC and say what is wrong, what has happened, what is it that we've done wrong, how are we going to change that.
The SACP says government is increasingly taking decisions that are against workers. Party spokesperson Alex Mashilo says the workers' frustrations have been bubbling for quite some time.
As the SACP, we want that the bureaucratic approach that the government followed in handling that matter ignored its political ramifications. And indeed, we saw some of these political ramifications playing themselves out in the November 2021 local government elections and culminating in what happened in Rustenburg.
It's also be a lesson to us as leaders that the masses are getting out of patience, and the workers were impatient also today. They've demonstrated it. So going forward, we really ought to now begin to do what we said we are going to be doing. Implementation must happen so that we could then begin to avoid this type of disruptions, because it's the workers today, tomorrow we'll be going to the communities.
The Federation will convene a Central Executive Committee meeting to take stock of the frustrations shown by workers. However, the relationship of the alliance will also be tested as workers are increasingly becoming frustrated with the ANC, with Party President Cyril Ramaphosa gunning for a second term. Samkela Masego, SABC News, Johannesburg.